it's good for you to know your identities, to not stay like a crazy guy just like in the roads, driving without direction. If you are driving a car, if you don't know the address that you are going, you can go for any places, right? And then you will connect with everybody. It's not good. It's better if you have your final destination, but until you arrive in the final destination, it's better if you have, oh, I accept this, I do not accept that. This is your roadmap. This roadmap, it's very individual, it's very personal for every single professional, every single person. And yeah, I think it's only my vision about identity. I'm very baby,
Hmm.
I'm still learning. And yeah.
That's very good, Stella. I didn't want to cut you short. I just wanted you to finish because it was really interesting. You mentioned so many vital points, and the first one I picked was the environment we stay can influence the identity an individual have or carry, and also our mindset has a lot of things to play as well in it. And also
Yeah.
knowing yourself, knowing your strengths, your weaknesses, knowing your why, knowing who are you as a person, who are you as a person, and what do you hope to achieve as an individual. I like to take it from the environment. That environmental part, I totally agree, because growing up, we all grew up with, everybody grew up with maybe different environments, different, you have your own parent, or if you don't have a parent, maybe you were in a foster care home, or whichever circumstances individual grew up in. And the country you came from, the home you came from, your religion, then your own personal beliefs, your own personal perception of the world you live in, how it has shaped you or shaped what you see, what you hear, what you think of, and how you view things. It has a lot of things to play as well. And it has a lot of power in a lot of things that in terms of what we do as individuals. The part of who you becoming, there is a valuing toolkit that we have, which is part of our personal development summit thing that we do every last Monday of the month online, which is who I was, who I am, and who I am becoming. It's all part of identity, turning your goals to reality, shaping yourself. Who were you as a person? The part of who we are is sometimes the environments we grew up in, it shapes who we were before, maybe when we were young, before maybe we were babies in our mother's hand, which we all were, and we grew up, or maybe we were babies in our guidance and we grew up. Now we are sometimes, maybe for teenagers, they are still trying to juggle to find their feet. For people in the university, for youth, they are still finding their feet, or they found their feet. Depending on the situation, the stages, different individual is or her at their life situation. And then who are they at the present? Who am I now? Is my who I am now. And then who do I want to become? And even when I become that vision or the goals I set for myself, I will still say, okay, what's next? So then, who do I really, really want to become? Where do I want to go? I'll still say, what next and what do I want to achieve? In life, it's very important for us to know who we are, for us to try and find ourselves. We stick deep down. When we did the section, we looked at it from when we were babies. Sometimes for a 5-year-old, 4-year-old, they will ask, who do you want to be when you grow up? I remember when I was asked, I said I want to become a marketer when I was young. And I remember sometimes I was like, I want to do decorations. I want to know how to do decorations. I found it really interesting then. But I was not allowed to go in that line when I was young. So I was really pushed to study a little bit. And I pushed myself to study as well. But anyway, my becoming today, it has an influence in my who I was before, and also my becoming who I am now is also part of who I have decided to shape myself to be. All about the intentionality of making decisions of this is what I want. Environment, circumstance sometimes might want to pull us back. It might want to give us a different image entirely. Sometimes the devil can even raise his own children to try and want to cause confusion, bring storm, or bring things that will want to take away the who we are away from us. And also sometimes life can want to change who individuals are away from them. But the being of who we are is something that is from within. But once we are able to discover it, once we are able to find that being of who I am as a person, every other thing becomes easy. Whether in the storming days or in the raining days, everything becomes easy because then you know the path you want to seek. Then you know your vision, you know your dreams. And all the noise becomes noise. All the side talk, back talk, it becomes back talk. All the negative influence, it dies down because you can even see before it comes. Then you are able to structure, strategize yourself in working towards your goal, taking it one step at a time. If somebody is doing some bigger things now, yes, it's good for them. Maybe that's the stage they are at. And if you are still doing some things and you feel like it's not as big as that other person, that's okay as well. The most important thing is the win you want for yourself. Are you eating that goals? Are you taking the point of those goals? One step at a time. For some, even to stand up from the bed might be a very difficult thing due to sickness. But being able to stand up from that bed and take a step, that is a big win. Or being able to sleep and wake up without pain, that is another big win for some people. And for some people, they have the energy, they are pumping, they're thriving. They want to become maybe like my friend that I mentioned his story earlier, the Mr. Hay in the fiction story. He has his family, he has his farm, he has everything, but he feels something is still missing. The government is not doing what he wants them to do, that is affecting the lives of the people. And he felt he's not going to wait for the government to make the change. He's going to be the change he wants to see. And he had a goal, a vision, a conviction, and he had a value that is being provided from that, solution provided for people's pain. And he started going for it. Apologies for the light. That's my baby off on the light. And I don't do that again, okay? Good boy. I'm a mom, everybody, so I'm still trying to balance my life, which I'm happy with what I'm doing. I'm able to do this, and I'm still able to tend to my family. And the most important thing is the guy is able to achieve his dreams. And just like me, I said I'm a mom. I have a life outside my work, and I also have other things I do outside my work, and other dreams and other visions I hope to achieve outside what people know me for or what they think, who they think I am. And in reality, sometimes I say, in a positive way, some people might say, oh, they know who you are. But until when people come close and close to you, that's when they really get to see the you that you are. And sometimes the people that even say they know you might not know you. And it's easy for people to go and spread lies because a lot of people just want to believe something. And sometimes it's easy for people to want to control people's life based on the narrative they know about them, based on who they perceive them to be, or based on, oh, after all, I'm close to this person, they see me with her. So anything I say about her, people will believe. If I say she's this, then she's that. If I say he's this, then he's that. But in most circumstances, in some circumstances that I've found, most of the times those things are not the reality. And sometimes there might even be fear and maybe people projecting their own shortcomings or faults on other people or their own life or weaknesses on other people. Or maybe what they fear or what they wish they could become and they are not becoming, they see it in other people because that person has been able to discover who they are or who he or she is or what they want to achieve in life. So then they try to project a negative narrative. But with that, because you know who you are, especially as I am a child of God, I know who I am in Christ, that doesn't matter. You just be focused, keep moving, and keep thriving. Because at the end of the day, whatever you want to do, as far as you have your plan and you have trust in God, the sky is the starting point. And that's my belief.
Wow,
So what do you
beautiful.
think?
Beautiful, yeah. Wow, beautiful. I totally agree. Like 100%, you know. Wow, beautiful. Yes, that's so powerful. I guess we need to implement this exercise in our days, but it's very necessary we have this conversation today about identity, because identity, it's everything that is alongside yourself, you know. It's alongside yourself in our days, can affect yourself positively or in a negative way. The reason that I mentioned before, you need to be very wise person, you know, do your selection very wise, okay? Do not put yourself in all the places. But another thing that you need to mention that I come up in my mind is just like, there is your identity, right? It's how you see yourself, your identity, everything that you know about who you are, or who you are becoming. There is what the for example, your family wants for you to be. They want you to be, oh, they want you to be a lawyer, right? They want you to be a solicitor, to be, for example, to work 9 to 5 job, you know, the normal 9 to 5 job, but normally you would like to have you have another goals, professional goals, another dreams in life. The society, number two, the society would like you to do this, to be this person, you know. They mold yourself, they have molds about you, they would like you to be in this way, for you to behave in this way, and you need to be in this way. I'm talking about stereotypes, you know. I don't like stereotypes any countries. I know this is exists all countries, but when I see some kind of conversations very, oh, this is so stereotype, this is so oldish, I cannot stay with my mouth in silence. You know, I need to do the interferences and talk. But sometimes if it's not, you know, sometimes you don't need to save people as well. You know, sometimes you cannot put yourself in fights. It's not fights. It's just like, I don't like this stereotypes. For example, you are one person, you come from this country, you came, you know, this is the past, the past. You are now in this another country. This is present, right? Present moments. And then sometimes I can see how the society, very brilliant, is going. They want you to be this person. It's very, very, very easygoing. In the normal conversations nowadays, you know, small conversations in your social life, a few guys, they want you to put you to be this person. And then you know that you are this person. You understand? This is all about identity as well. Because they are limited guys, you know, they have limitations. Maybe they never travel a lot, maybe they don't speak another language as well, only their mother tongue, and they think that the whole globe is here. You know, the whole globe is just like how they think, how they see the globe, the reality, and it's not, absolutely not, right? But yeah, we need to talk about this, because what the society wants you to be is not what you want for yourself, okay? This is not what you want for yourself. You need to know about this. Another thing is what your colleagues, your friends, oh, my friends, they want myself to be this person. This is another kind of identity. It's one external identity. They want yourself to be this guy, for example, to be this lady, or if you're a man, to be this man. And what I'm learning on a daily basis, Grace, that is not easy, to be honest. Let these people go. Let them go. Because when you raise your standards, for example, you increase the price of your services, one example, people start complaining a lot, blah, 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 whatever. Just let them go. they